cutie. I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane hacks for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on and kick. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC Wild Card matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Now it's Wilson. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
He's going to go, Albert Wilson. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
On second down, Taylor. And that'll be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
On third down, Taylor. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Down, you ready? Right down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Taylor. And he finds Stills, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's third down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Shotgun now for Carr. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, 98's down. 58-98.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Now Carr. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And bulldozing his way through. And he's into the clear. 20. 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete goal. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So now here come the Dolphins. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 2, now Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Through an opening, and there he goes. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. On the left side, this is Stills. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, 53 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Carr now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Card matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr turns, hands to Murray, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got more time. Complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Carr keeps it on the sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
637.
Now this time, Carl throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. They're able to locate Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Slow. Two jet.
They go play action here on first down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Taylor. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Ready. 319. Z. Two jet.
From the gun, Taylor. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Landry. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. And now here come the Raiders. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Raider 9. Where's it? Hut. Check four. Where's it? Hut.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Here we go. Hey, 734.
Carr to throw on second down. Dumps it off to Lewis. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Carr now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Here we go. Go. Get set. Play.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
.694. Down. The lady. Motion.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. picked off by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flag 32. Flag 32. Slow. Z. Two jet.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now Taylor on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready. 319.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Z.
Operating from the gun, Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Here's Carr going underneath for Lewis. Now he goes spin, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Carr now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. That's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Go Chief!
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Dolphins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Taylor to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.